Hi everyone, it's Linda McKenna from Golden Rule Senior Placement Services coming to you today with Tuesday Talks. Our depicted topic today is actually talking about 6 tips for beating the winter blues. And even though I reside in Florida and it's not something that we encounter, but guess what? Snow is happening in the panhandle of Florida today. So we get inclement weather, may it be snow or maybe cold conditions. It still happens. So we can experience what it's like to have the winter blues as well. And but most importantly, how it affects our seniors. So if our seniors are not going out because it's cold or it's something that they're not used to, or it's treacherous weather, may it be cold rain or even snow, it's something that they want to stay at home and they feel blue about it so that they're not as active. So what do we want to do to enhance them to not be depressed or not to feel those winter blues, and what can we do about it to enhance their quality of life during this particular time? So I did a little bit of research and came up with some great ideas, and I'm going to read you a little bit something as what it spoke about this specific subject. The cold and days of winter can be hard for everyone, but they can be equally difficult for residents that are seniors. During the winter months, seniors are at high risk for seasonal affective disorder, a type of depression that cycles with the seasons. And they're at a high risk for vitamin D deficiency and also depression. Both of these conditions are tied to a lack of sunlight and could be a determination for mental and physical health. And a decline in it as well, causing changes in appetite, sleeping habits, inability of sleeping, or actually irritability too, that they're not so happy, and loss of interest and low energy. So what are some of the ideas that we should do to present to our senior loved ones during these times? Now, I will always be on the side of talking about how it's wonderful to live in senior living during these particular times, is because there is activities and there is something that they're not feeling blue about because they are not constrained to their home and they don't have any visits from anybody. So they're being entertained. They're also getting their nourishment. So senior living is great during these times for sure, as it is all the other times of the year. So here's great little tips. 1, let the sunshine in. We know that vitamin D levels reduce because we're not exposed, we're not outside absorbing vitamin D from our sun. So there is a reduction of the effects of a seasonal effectiveness, what they call disorders. So vitamin D sometimes doesn't give us what lack of is not having the energy of it. So the easy way of doing that is, of course, taking a supplement, but making sure that they're getting some brightness into their home, let the sunshine in, means open the blinds. Do not keep it dark into the house and make it feel the light of day. So that's important as well, because the dark environment really subdues your mood and your disposition. So let the sunshine in, not only to absorb some of the vitamin D, but also for it to be bright and enhancing for the day. 2, plan events. Having social events on the calendar is wonderful, but if inclement weather comes around and you're not able to go out, like I said, senior living, it's already under the roof, that could be done. What can we do in lieu of that? If your loved one can't drive or you can't drive them anywhere, what can you do? So there should be a little bucket of activities, maybe gathering together something that you could put in a closet, so when days like this arise, it's something that you could now promote with your senior loved one. Like we do with our children. We have always a bucket of activities on bad days. When they're snowbound, they don't go to school. What are we going to do at home rather than just staying in bed and letting the day go through, or just absorbing what's on TV, which is not all that good either. So let's plan events. So having that bucket is great. Maybe a puzzle, maybe cards, maybe it be a craft. Say, you know what, we have holidays coming up, since like Valentine's Day. Start making crafts to give out to the grandchildren, or to do something that like card writing as well, to do a memory album, but doing something crafted to keep their, energy up and their engagement in. Putting together a photo album, doing things like that is important, because this way they're at least becoming active and stimulated at the same time. So plan some events, plan some activities as well. Encourage routines. Sometimes it's just easier just not to get out of bed when it's cold weather like this. Stay in bed. Let's keep up that routine. Get up early in the morning. Have that breakfast. Not skip it, because when that's where we get our energy, we're breaking a fast. So that senior loved one should be having breakfast, something that is nutritious as well. Maybe exercise, doing some stretch exercises. We can go out walking, maybe cardio exercises, but maybe walking around the perimeter of the home is really important. There's chair yoga. So there is maybe not an activity that they can't go out to do. There's so many videos that you can get your loved one to pop it in the VHS or CD, or look for it online, doing some chair yoga. So keeping up a routine, eating accordingly, not just staying in bed, missing breakfast. Now it's later to have lunch, and now dinner is forgotten. So keeping a routine is really important as well too. Check in on them and making sure they're okay and they're adhering to a routine. 4, promote a healthy diet. Like I said before, the breakfast is really important because we're breaking a fast. So more importantly than anything else is to make sure that they're eating nutritiously. There's nothing wrong with getting that protein in the morning. So may it be eggs, may it be some cheeses and stuff like that, and fruit. Breakfast is important, so this way we keep a healthy diet, but we're gaining our energy for the day as well too. Don't lay yourself with carbs. Having too many carbs for the day really reduces your energy level and ladens you with tiredness as well. So keeping that routine of a healthy diet is important, and kind of on schedule as well. 5, provide ways to stay active. Again, what we said, that little bucket of goodies is so important to have in the closet for your loved ones. But come up with activities for your loved ones that in preparation for. Maybe the neighbor next door, maybe, it's just walking next door and they could do an activity together. Again, so easy when it's assisted living or senior living. It's all under one roof. You don't have to worry about that. But give them maybe activities for them to do together, so it's something that they can enjoy. Maybe making a meal together, with the neighbor next door is something that's going to be enjoyable. So they're not only partaking in an activity, but they're getting good nourishment together. So plan to stay active no matter what the weather is outside, especially with the winter blues, and have an interaction with another person is really, really essential during this time, because we become like shut-ins, really and truly, during the winter holidays. 6, offer opportunities to socialize. Just added upon that and adding a little bit more. Maybe if it's something that they can't go out to do, maybe a neighbor to go to, actually for them to visit next door. What about bringing somebody to your mother or father or grandfather's house? That would be really something. There is home care aspects that if you have somebody that is not able to do a lot of their ADLs, activities of daily living, but really need the companionship and the socialization, having a home care service service come visiting them at their home is really good during the winter holidays or winter season, and it prevents the winter blues. So having home services, of course, is something that you need to pay for. But again, senior living, that's already incorporated as activities on the calendar. So maybe you could even organize the ways they can socialize is get a couple of their neighbors together, maybe they'll play a card game. So if you can incorporate that in their day, it's something for them to look forward to. And again, it avoids the winter blues. Along with this topic next week, we're going to get a little bit of a hint upon it, is 10 indoor winter hobbies and safe activities for seniors. We're going to talk about next week. As always, I always refer you to my website, which is www.goldenruleseniorplacement.com. There you will find not only my bio, way of contacting me, testimonials, resources, various options, but a whole library of all these video talks that you can actually go over. Contact me if there's something that you'd like to talk about. By all means, I will put it out there for others to enjoy as well. Just be involved with your loved ones and thinking of things before it happens with the winter blues. Make sure that you are proactive and providing it for them. As always, thank you for viewing Tuesday Talks with Linda McKenna of Golden Rule Senior Placement. Have a blessed week. Keep warm and be active and avoid those blues. Bye-bye now.